Hello, Justin Bennett, your financial coach, Strong Tower Consulting. Do you struggle saying no, especially to purchases that you know in the moment you shouldn't be making? If that's you, this video is for you. Many of us struggle with when do I say yes and when do I say no to purchases. And a lot of us have had those moments where deep down inside we go, I know I shouldn't make that purchase. I'm going to make it anyway. So I'm going to teach you today how to say no to purchases so you can win with your finances. Are you ready? No. Try it with me. No. Now, some of you went, Justin, that didn't really do much for me, and I get it. But for my clients who win with money, and how I have done well with money, is by having financial goals. Do you have financial goals? I mean, clearly defined, written down financial goals. I have learned when you have financial goals, you can have the power to say no in the moment, so later you can say yes. Just yesterday, I was meeting with a client. We were talking about that very struggle. You know, Amazon brings a lot of people to make purchases, right? Or Facebook Marketplace or online coupons. But when you have a financial goal that you've written down and that you've got a specific timetable on, that will give you the desire and the energy to say no in the moment. Now, some of you may be going, Justin, you've never had to say no, right? I've had to say no a lot of times. And I want to share one of those times that my wife and I had to say no on something that may have seemed small, but saying no to that purchase paid off big later. So some of you know I have 5 kids, and this is about 8, 9, 10 years ago. We were just starting our business, Strong Tower Consulting, and we were still trying to get out of debt ourselves. And I don't know if any of you ever tried to start a business before, but it takes a lot of money, or at least a lot of time. It didn't take me a lot of money. It just took a lot of time and effort, and we didn't have any money. And so we didn't have much, and our daughter, who was 5 or 6 at the time, she goes, I want to go to Hickory Park for our birthday. If you don't know what Hickory Park is, it's just a local restaurant here in town that's very well known. And if it's your birthday, you get the birthday song and you get free ice cream. Who wouldn't want that? Free ice cream and a birthday song. And so my wife and I don't even know how we did it, but we scraped together $50. And we went, 7 of us, to Hickory Park. I figure, hey, kids get the kids' meal. My daughter will get the free birthday ice cream. My wife and I will get a very small entree. Everyone gets a water, and after tax and tip, $50. Well, we get there, and when my daughter pulls out the menu and sees appetizers, the first thing she says is, Dad, cheese balls. Can I get cheese balls for my birthday? Now, keep in mind, she's 6 years old. And who wouldn't want to give their daughter, when they turn 6, cheese balls? It's $7 or $8. And these are not just cheese balls. These are Hickory Park cheese balls, some of the best cheese balls you'll ever have. I mean, even if you got gluten allergies, it's worth the sickness. It is just that good of cheese balls. But we didn't have the money. And we didn't have a credit card. And I wasn't about to overdraw my checkbook. At first, I'm like, well, who's not eating? And I realized we don't have the money. So it was hard. I smiled. I looked at my daughter and I said, sorry, honey, no cheese balls. But Dad, it's my birthday. Sorry, honey, no. I'm happy to report she has never needed counseling. At least I don't think so. And I'll never forget, a decade later, I have a church having me do a talk on finances. And she being Julia, my daughter, happened to be sitting on the front row when I shared this story. Now she's a teenager. After my talk, her and I go to the car. As soon as I start the car up, first thing she goes is, Dad, you owe me cheese balls. We're going on a date right now for cheese balls, because I know you have money now. And so I said, all right, fine, we'll do it. So we went to Hickory Park. We had cheese balls. I honestly don't remember what else we had that day, but it was a fun memory. And if you ask my daughter, she remembers what it was like 10 years ago. In her words, she will tell you, oh, I remember when we lived on the nothing of nothing budget. But every time I ask her, Julia, was it worth it saying no for that limited period of time? And without skipping a beat, she'll say yes. Why? Well, she gets to do something that's a lot of fun now. Travel volleyball, club volleyball. I never thought I'd be doing it as a parent. We enjoy it as a family. She enjoys doing it. It's not exactly a cheap hobby. But you want to know something? She's enjoying it and we're enjoying it. And it was saying no to purchases like cheese balls and other small purchases that in the moment I desperately wanted to make. That later we could say yes to things that really mattered for us. So what about you? I would love for you to share in the comment section below a time where you said no and you successfully said no. Or maybe an area that you struggle. Or where did you say no that later you got to say yes? Please share that in the comments below. And if you're struggling with saying no, or you don't have a financial goal and you need help setting one, or maybe you want to get out of debt or get on a budget, click on the link below and schedule your free 30-minute session so I can help you say no so later you can say yes. Thank you.